Hey guys, it's Rachel and welcome back to Looking for Adventure. I first want to apologize that I've not been able to post tutorials the last few days. Life has gotten super duper hectic. If you don't follow me on any other social media, which you should, I have kind of already let you guys know that I was really sorry I wasn't posting tutorials, but unfortunately my grandma just died. We were really close and she was a big supporter of my art, so I've been dealing with that along with the fact that my boyfriend's motorcycle got stolen. So there's been kind of a lot of things going on in life right now and it's been kind of difficult, and I've been trying to deal with a bunch of stuff, so I really apologize for not being able to post tutorials the last few days, but my family has been super helpful and super supportive, and that's why I wanted to do this video, because my mom, to kind of cheer me up and kind of make sure that I wasn't alone during the day, took me out, and one of my favorite like real art stores, Swain's, was having one of their huge sales. So she really kind of helped me out in getting a lot of art supplies, along with my dad, who to help me take even better photos for the end of the videos for you guys, and the blog and Instagram and everything like that of the finished project. Let me have his wonderful camera, so hopefully I will be able to figure this out and take really great photos for you guys now instead of on my phone. I've been slowly trying to upgrade everything, and in addition to that, because he doesn't use his GoPro that much, he actually let me borrow, whatnot, his GoPro, so I will now be able to hopefully film at two different angles with two different GoPros for you guys for the tutorials, along with when I do face-to-face chat with you, we'll have two different angles, so that's really exciting. I did want to let you guys know I will probably do a Sunday video this week, just kind of as an update, since a lot of people tend to come to that video for updates. But I'm going to do only 3 days a week instead of 6 days a week, because I am only one woman and it is killing me trying to crank out tutorials every single day and have them edited and everything like that. So I do apologize for that. We will have Mixed Media Monday still, and then Wednesday will be a Mix It Up day, so some days we'll do cards, some days we'll do other stuff, and then we'll still have Fun Friday, so that will stay kind of a DIY, kids, teachers, parents, you know, a little bit if you're a beginner, you know, maybe wanting to get into scrapbooking or just crafting and stuff like that. So that'll kind of stay our easy mode day, but then Wednesday is kind of the free-for-all day, so anything that you guys want to see, whether it's cards or scrapbooking layouts or more mixed media or something you saw on Pinterest, that will be that day. And then I'm going to do the first Saturday of every month, we will have a singing Saturday, but it's really hard because I don't want to be one of those people who doesn't get proper licensing and everything like that, so it does take some time, and you do have to pay to get the proper licensing and the permission from the companies to be able to do cover songs for YouTube and everything like that, and it's like a crazy process. So I really want to do things the right way, because I am a singer and I am a musician, and I don't think it's fair when people don't do that. So I am only going to do one singing Saturday, and it will be the first Saturday of the month, and then we'll know that everything's all good and clear because I'll have all the proper paperwork and stuff like that. So I hope that you guys are okay with that, and I want to try and make sure that I go more in depth in the tutorials. So instead of just kind of trying to give you tutorials every single day, I want to maybe make some that are a little bit longer, that really give you all the options so you don't have to look a million places around YouTube. Which brings me to my next point, which is I have been doing some tutorials for you guys. Even though I haven't been able to post them, I have at least been trying to craft to calm my nerves and with everything else that's been going on, and I had actually made some special cards for my grandma that I was giving to her the day that she passed away. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek of one of them, and this is one of my favorite HunkyDory, it's like a whole kit, essentially. It makes a bunch of different cards. This one was one of the ones I wasn't going to give to her because it was a happy birthday one, so I thought that I would show you. This is just the card, like topper, the front card base, so I'm going to attach it to an actual card base, so it'll open up and everything like that. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. This is probably my absolute favorite HunkyDory themed like kit pack. They do a bunch of different cards, so I would love it if you guys could leave some comments down below. Let me know if you want to see one long tutorial with me doing all 4 different examples of these cards, or if you want me to break it up into really small short tutorials and maybe post a few more that week, or one each week, and have them each separated out into 4 different tutorials. So let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. The other 3 are here, but you don't get to see those. And yes, for those of you probably asking, I do have Krispy Kreme donuts on my desk right now because they soothe the soul and make you feel better. So without any more distractions, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for all the updates and all the new videos. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite products were out of this haul video and what you guys want to see me use in a tutorial, or if you guys have any ideas for any tutorials that I should do. And just remember to check out all the other videos, and if you happen to recreate any of the looks on my channel, to please Instagram me, Facebook, tag me on Twitter, or whatever kind of social media that you guys do. I want to see it. I want to see your wonderful creations because I am just as inspired by you guys. So let's jump in. I'm going to try and be as happy and bubbly as possible as I can, but please understand, I'm really sorry. It's been really hard. It was really hard to even just get ready to do this tutorial for you guys, but I really wanted to show off the wonderful things that my mom got me to try and make me feel better. So to start with, I knew back in, I think, January, Scrapbooking Made Simple, Stacy had talked about if you wanted to get a new craft mat to wait because she had something coming. And I knew that either meant that she was making her own craft mat, or that she knew a company that was making a really good craft mat. And as much as I love my Ranger craft mat, it slides all the time and it bunches up on me when I'm trying to clean it, and it is kind of, every time it moves I get product on the quilting, the self-healing mat underneath, and so it's trying to look really gross, and it's really frustrating for me, especially shooting tutorials for you guys, and it's moving down. So the last few, I'm sure you've seen, I've had it taped down to the sides because it drove me nuts, but it creates such a mess. So I love it, but I don't. So she actually came out with her very own craft mat, and it's actually bigger than Ranger's, and it has a non-stick side, so it will not slip. This is considered an unboxing. I haven't even opened it. There's only been one thing, guys, that I opened before I did this video, and it's because I was so excited and I just wanted to get it done. But she showed these. It's awesome. It comes with an extra little piece just so the non-stick part is safe, but I will probably, knowing me, save it and use it for a mixed media project. So it comes like this. This is the extra piece right here. And she ever said if the bottom side gets sticky or it starts to slip, just rub it down with a baby wipe. I think this is a very cool texture. I'm definitely going to use this in a mixed media piece. But as you can see, this side right here is the non-stick side. It is very shiny. I bet you can probably see the camera reflection in it or something like that. And this is the regular side. And the other nice part about this mat is it is much thicker than the regular non-stick craft mat. So I finally get to replace my craft mat. So this was the thing that I came down for, and then my mom was so helpful and everything like that. So after I went to SMS for that, I was good. I only got that one thing. We went to, if I can find it, Beverly's, because I wanted to, and I've wanted to for a very long time, and hopefully my dad isn't watching this, make a canvas. I have my grandma and grandpa's wedding photo, and I really wanted to do a canvas for a very long time of the 2 of them. I also have a photo from my grandma when she was my age that's absolutely beautiful, from when she won Miss Personality. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to do the idea that I originally had for, but it'll be one of those 2 pictures, and I guess this just inspired me to kind of finally do it with everything that's been going on. But what I wanted for it was some flowers, some butterflies, and some pearls, and I don't know why it is every time I go looking for supplies I think are easy, I can't seem to find them. I couldn't seem to find any like butterfly embellishments that I liked whatsoever. They were all very bizarre, and there were very few of them to begin with. So I don't know why I got so many butterflies if you watch one of my older haul videos from Primo from the outlet store, and for some reason at Hobby Lobby, at Joann's, at Beverly's, I couldn't find any decent like pearls that are on an actual like string like ribbon versus the being threaded. And I couldn't find any butterflies. Oh my goodness. So I at least got a few things for the canvas, but I'm still on a hunt for that. So I got, first of all, these really beautiful flowers from Petaloo. I love Petaloo, and I could use coupons on them, so there's that. I think they're really pretty. Anybody who knows me knows I have a flower addiction, and I have like this huge thing of flowers. I also got this from Bo Bunny. I have a little metal piece that says family, and I thought family forever on one of the underneath the canvas would be really, really pretty, and it was on sale, so it was only $2, so I thought that that was a great deal. And the other thing that was on sale that made me really happy was they had this beautiful hydrangea archival ink, and this was only $3.50, or not even, it was $3.24, and so it's about half the price. I love archival ink. I don't know what happened when I moved my StazOn and my archival, and my Memento seem to have all disappeared, which is why you see me use my VersaFine and VersaMark all the time. I do love them, but normally I use my archival inks and my StazOn, and I don't know where they went. So at least I have this beautiful color hydrangea. I finally have a color that's not black, because that's what I normally have. And then we did end up going to Hobby Lobby, and we went there for a few reasons. First of all, as you guys know, if you saw week 1, I said that we're going to do a 3-part. I am keeping up with that. I did shoot part 2 and half of part 3 for finishing the canvas, but I ran into some problems in the canvas, and I figured out how to remedy it. And I will show you guys the problems that I had, because I am not perfect, and I think the idea is really cool. But to help remedy the problem that I had, which I won't tell you yet, we got this super cool holographic paper. I love it. Absolutely love it. And if I don't need it, because there's another idea that I might not need it for, I'm going to try shooting it as a background to the pieces. So maybe we'll have some more interesting looking photos for you guys, hopefully. So I was really excited about that. And then I also picked up for the piece, I got some beautiful green satin, and then I also got this beautiful black like mesh. Of course I'm blanking on the name right now, but it's gorgeous. So I'm going to overlay the two of them. But if I don't like that color combo, which I'm going to be very good and keep these folded and put them back in the bag so my mom doesn't yell at me when she watches this, I also got my favorite colors, which is this really blue, like teal bluish color, along with this to overlay it. And this is actually my favorite color of blue. I have a vintage 1940s red carpet dress that I wear for a lot of red carpet events and stuff like that, that is this exact fabric and this exact color. So I was really excited when I started staring at it and going, something comforting and familiar about it. But yes, that is why it is made out of the same fabric as one of my all-time favorite vintage dresses. So we did go there for one reason and one reason alone, but of course you can't just walk into Hobby Lobby and buy one thing, was because I wanted to finish out my original kind of the 63 or 64 colors of distress markers, and they happen to be having a 30% off Tim Holtz sale, which is awesome. But more importantly, I didn't care about that. I could have used a 40% off coupon. They happen to have these last two. Now I had the ones that normally come in the sets of 5, but these are the packs of 12, and I think that these are the last remaining colors. There are a few that are overlapping with the ones I have, but that's okay because they're the ones I use the most. But I absolutely love coloring with distress markers. It's probably one of my all-time favorite mediums now for coloring in images. I took a class actually originally to learn Inktense pencils, and I kind of ended up liking the distress markers better at Kit and Clowder, and they have a really like awesome, they teach all kinds of coloring, Copics, markers, they do pencils, they do create and learn classes every month, and they give you a bonus how to color and craft. It's amazing. I love them, and Elise is amazing, and she's so wonderful and responsive and peppy and happy, and so you should definitely go check out. I'll probably leave a link down below, but definitely their Facebook, just type in Kit and Clowder. They are awesome. So I learned so much there, and that's why my images have gotten so better, a lot better. But then I have been doing actually a video for one of you guys requested to do a photo on would transfer, and I was going to post that this Thursday. Life happened, obviously, but I also wanted to give you guys a lot of options from everything that I had seen. So to go with that video and to kind of give you extra options, which you'll see, I'm not going to tell you what I did with it, but I picked up some white chalk paint for it. This was just $2 at Hobby Lobby. Love it. It'll do the trick that I needed to do, and that's awesome. And then I also picked up this wonderful Prima stencil to go with the canvas for my grandma and grandpa. She was very into French provincial kind of art and furniture and the whole style, and so I thought that this would be really pretty to kind of use as a background for it, because I tend to have very grungy looking things, but I did have butterflies because she was the one who inspired me to sell any of my art. So if any of you guys ever want custom stuff, I do mainly custom orders. So to go along with the Harry Potter canvas as well, I got these boxes, and I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with them or anything like that, but just think about maybe a wand being in here. Maybe making your own wand box. Yes, so these are really cool and exciting, and I'll actually show you something later that's going to be a huge help for me, and it was totally unintentional. And here's the second one. So I'm really excited about the Harry Potter canvas, like really excited, and I think that I actually want to do a second one. I think it'll even look better, and I'm going to do it on a 14 by 14 canvas, so it'll be bigger than my 12 by 12, 10 by 10 right now, something like that. So I also then picked up, because I couldn't find any stupid butterflies, I don't know, there's no butterfly season I guess for embellishments, because it was a Tim Holtz 30% off sale, I did pick up the Tim Holtz dies so I can make some butterflies of my own and teach you guys how to do that. And then, oh, this is my favorite. So I've been looking at pencil cases online for the past several weeks because I hate the Derwent Intense pencil tin that it comes in. It's awful. And I found this pencil case actually 2 days ago, and I was kind of like, you know, I should get it. I don't know if the zipper would be in the way. I don't want to break the pencil cases. And it just so happened at Hobby Lobby, they had them in the size that I wanted, in one of the colors that I wanted, and I could use a 40% off coupon. So I got the, I think it's Global Arts canvas covered pencil case, and this holds 120. This was the only thing that I could not wait to play with. I needed to put my pencils in them right away because I was so excited. I got it for $30, and then I used a 40% off coupon on top of that. Swain's actually also had these as well, but I was at Hobby Lobby first and I could use a coupon. So I'll show you how they look. I've already put them in. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm a little type A, so I had to make sure that like the logo and the names and everything were facing out where I could see them and read them for my corresponding chart, but they did fill up the back. I do want to warn you guys, the case is meant to hold 3 per loop, and unless you want to break a nail trying to get them in and out, they're not going to hold 3 per loop. So 2 is about right. That's what I was reading on a lot of the reviews. Is some people said 3 was great, so a lot of people were saying they had a real hard time, but eventually, you know, the loops stretch out and then you can add 3. So I'm not going to break a nail or struggle. I would like to relax when I use my pencils. So I did 2 per loop, and as you can see for the 120 pencil case, there's only 4 loops that have not been filled up. So if that helps you out in any way, if you've been trying to figure out pencil cases and whatnot like I have, there you go. I think if I ever get the 150 set of the Prismacolors, which is my ideal, I would probably buy like the 48 kit, like the little 48 case, and put it in by reds and then yellows and then orange, and have more smaller cases instead of awkwardly like 221s, and they don't, yeah, I figure that's probably the smartest way to go. But that's just me. You can do you whatever way you choose. So now on to the stuff at Swain's, and this was really cool. So Swain's does this thing where, like, I don't know, I think it's normally once a year around in May, but when I was at the store they said this wasn't actually the big event, but Anyways, it was a big event for me, and it's one of their big events. I think this is the first year they said they did it, but maybe this is the big one. Basically for canvases in particular, these are like good high quality canvases, like awesome canvases. It's buy one, get 3 free. So I really couldn't pass up that offer. And I wanted to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone, especially because I try and get you guys to do it all the time and not get stuck in a block. I hate it when I watch artists do the same thing over and over again. So I tried to get away from my 10 by 10 and 12 by 12 canvas size, though I did get some of those, and I went with totally different sizes for you guys. So we're going to kind of mix and match it up. And I also figured if I want to kind of start working on some gallery pieces, they do need to be a bit bigger as well. But I tend to try and not worry so much about so many embellishments all the time because they can be very expensive, and really stick with texture. I love texture on a canvas, especially because I'm not an amazing painter. I think texture really brings the canvas to life. So you'll see that I'm all about texture and probably like 99% of the things that I do, especially when it comes to mixed media. So I didn't think it was smart if I got one canvas that was $20 and then my 3 free, I got like a size I wanted that was only $10, because then I'm just ripping myself off. So I can mix and match any sizes that I want, and I went with, for sort of the $16 canvases, 2 12 by 16, hopefully it's in frame, 2 12 by 16 canvases. I'm sure again you can see the reflection of the camera and my boards in the back. And then along with the 12 by 16s, I got 2 of my 14 by 14. So going a little bigger, I thought it would be really, really cool for the Harry Potter canvas to actually make it on a 14 by 14. So I might try that and refilm it. It depends on how the magical box thingy that I was telling you about over here works out. But currently it's almost done unless I redo it for you guys. And so then next, I'll pull this bag over here. I did get some of my favorite sizes, in part because the way that I have it filmed right now, my camera, the shot doesn't go out any farther than a 12 by 12. So I did get 4 12 by 12 canvases right here, and I love these, and they're the really, really nice quality ones. But I wanted to do a more unusual size canvas, and I know one of my mom's favorites, so I had an 8 by 16, except I get 3 free. So my mom and I thought it would be really, really cool to do, I don't know if I can do this for you guys, but basically a side by side by side, and do a 3-part that runs across. So maybe we'll do that, and I'll teach you guys how to make a what is it, oh gosh, now I'm forgetting, but that's the way my day's been. But side by side by side, and how to make the design run all the way across so it's all cohesive. So I'm really excited about these. And then we don't have that much more, so I won't take up too much of your time. I'm sorry guys, but I did want to get a few intros out of the way. I also picked up, for my Inktense pencils, because I did not have one, a handy dandy pencil sharpener. I had heard a lot of talk where some people like the regular manual ones like this, and people like the ones that auto shut off that take batteries. But I talked to Swain's because they are super art knowledgeable, and they said stick with these. They're really good. And the cool thing about these is they actually also made one for lefties. So that was awesome. So if you're a lefty, I don't know what company this pencil sharpener is. It's made in Germany, I can tell you that much. Or if you go to Swain's, they have sharpeners for lefties. So that's really cool. I'm ambidextrous, but I am right dominant mainly for sharpening pencils and doing stuff because that's the way school wanted it. And then, oh look, I only have like 2 more things to show you guys. So I thought it would be really cool. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but I've had this idea using this for a while, and I wanted to, especially even just for sending my cards and whatnot, I wanted to do my old, I wanted to do my old school kind of like, you know, drip the wax and stamp it, letter seals, letter presses, whatever they're called. How awesome is this? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I got copper, and they also had 20% off these, and then I got this awesome design It's got these 3 little swirls. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to make it go too close to the camera. And it's got this gorgeous just handle. I want to get a few others. There were a few others in there that when I was back here and I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I could do something really cool with that. But I wanted something that was not a harsh pattern, that I could make a repeating pattern. But I will show you in future videos what I have been thinking with these. So I might go back and pick up a few more. And the very last thing is, because I use my distress markers to watercolor basically in my images a lot, and my Inktense pencils, and I'm a big watercolor girl. I always have been. I had some of the Winsor and Newton brushes that I had just picked up for the Kitten Clutter class, and I hate them. Oh my gosh, they're the lower end brushes, just to get used to them, in a size 0 and a size 1. And so I do it so much that I was like, hey, I should really invest in good brushes. So when I went there, they gave me, I got the top of the line brushes, guys. Oh my gosh, you should have seen my face. I was so excited. I think it made my mom really happy since I was so sad. But I got Series 7 brushes with real sable hair. Oh, I'm so excited. However, the brushes were buy one get one free, which is very exciting, especially for Series 7 brushes. Unfortunately, they only had a size 0 and not a size 1, and basically the only brushes that I use are a 0 and a 1, and I need both. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? Because the next closest is a 2, and I only use 2 to fade out backgrounds, and I don't need a fancy 2 brush. My 2 brush is fine. So I got a second number 0, just in case something were to ever happen. And then I went down, the next step down, they again didn't have 1s, only 0s. So I had to go 2 steps down, but it's still better than the brushes I have now. And I got the double 0, and then in here I also got a 1. So I finally have really nice brushes for watercoloring, and I'm really, really excited, especially about the Series 7 brushes. But that is not the best part. The best part is when I got the Series 7 brushes, they came with this case. And I just looked at it, and both my mom and I went, what is that case? Because that case looks just like a Harry Potter wand case. Oh my goodness. So excited. These are so beautiful. I am not going to stick these on the canvas in particular, but they will give me a better idea and guideline of kind of if I want it shorter, a little bit bigger, or anything else like that before I start cutting and working on the boxes. I've already told you too much, but I was so excited, and I got 2 of these because I got 2 brushes, so I am very, very happy. So that's it. That's all we did. Please let me know if you guys, I thought about it halfway through and I had a friend mention it to me. If you guys want to see like a behind the scenes, follow me around while I'm getting all the supplies kind of video before we do the haul video. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you want to see, me just running around and being crazy at stores with my mom picking up art supplies. And I also want to let you know that I do have a P.O. box, guys. So if you guys happen to want to send me any amazing cards that you make or anything like that, I will show them at the end or the middle of the month. For any of the stuff that you guys send me. I absolutely love hearing from you. So definitely check out on the page. And down below I will leave that information along with all my blog and my Facebook and everything else like that. So yes, send me stuff. Feel free to send me cards and anything that you make, or just love your channel, or whatever. You have questions and you want to write them down instead of email me because it's more personal. Totally cool. So I hope that you guys have a great day. I am not sure how fast I will be filming tutorials for a little bit because I do still have to kind of help my dad with everything with my grandma and just kind of life. But just know that I have a ton of tutorials waiting to just kind of be finished and put up, and I have been filming for you guys. So have a wonderful day. Make sure that you come back soon for another adventure with us. And I did want to mention real fast that even though for sure we're doing 3 tutorials a week, that if I happen to have extra bonus tutorials for you guys, I will just post them. So there will be weeks where you'll just get bonus videos. So it's not always going to just be 3 videos a week, but for sure that is the minimum that we will be doing. So have a good day, guys, and I will catch you next time.